A 9-meter demolition process is operating inside your body right now. It is an environment of extreme chemistry. Glands produce acids capable of burning through metal, while molecular mechanisms tear solid matter into pieces small enough to enter a cell. We are going to follow a single bite of food through this pipeline to see how solid matter is dismantled and converted into the energy that allows you to breathe. This transformation happens automatically, thousands of times a day. You will never feel it, but you could not survive a single hour without it. The process starts with physical force. Chewing grinds food into a paste, which drastically increases the surface area for the chemical reactions to come. Hidden within your saliva is a specialized enzyme called amylase. Amylase acts as molecular scissors. It targets complex starch chains and breaks them down into simple sugars. Once swallowed, the food is forced down a muscular tunnel. Rhythmic waves of contraction, called peristalsis, squeeze the walls of the pipe to move the food forward regardless of gravity. The mouth and throat provide the initial logistics. The concentrated chemical extraction takes place in the specialized chambers ahead. Food drops into the stomach, a muscular bag flooded with hydrochloric acid. The acid annihilates external bacteria and creates the specific low pH environment needed for the next phase of digestion. Within this acidic bath, pepsin begins its work. As shown, it shatters dense, interlocking protein structures into smaller fragments. To prevent the stomach digesting its own tissue, a specialized mucus layer coats the inner walls, acting as physical armor against the corrosive fluid. Constant churning turns the food into a thick, acidic semi-liquid called chyme, which is now ready for final dismantling. This acidic liquid enters the small intestine, the longest stretch of the canal. Here, the volatile mixture must be rapidly neutralized and processed. The liver contributes bile, which performs a purely mechanical task. It strikes large fat structures and shatters them into thousands of microscopic droplets. Next, the pancreas releases a chemical payload. These 3 enzyme streams simultaneously dismantle the remaining carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. The original food has now been disassembled into its simplest molecular building blocks: glucose, amino acids, and fatty acids. The challenge for the body is pulling these microscopic nutrients out of this tunnel and into the blood supply. The solution is found in millions of finger-like structures called villi. They cover the intestinal wall, expanding the surface area to catch the passing nutrients. The nutrients pass through the thin walls of the villi and enter the bloodstream directly. This transfer marks the moment where matter from the outside world officially becomes the fuel that powers your internal biology. Leftover material enters the large intestine, water is reclaimed, and the remaining useless waste is prepared for exit. The absorbed nutrients are now traveling through the vascular system, pumped toward their final destination at high speed. These molecules are carried to every individual cell in the body. Inside the cell, a process called cellular respiration occurs. The molecule enters the cell and is combusted to release the energy sparks that fuel life. This energy allows muscles to contract, your heart to beat, and your tissues to repair themselves. The food you ate this morning has been unmade and rebuilt. It is now, quite literally, the living structure of your body.